Hi, my name is Dr. Erin Lord-Kuntz, and today we are going to be talking about using MLA-Style in the 8th edition. So when working with any documentation system, the three items you need to keep in mind are how to format, how to utilize Intext citations, and how to create your works cited page. So we will be taking each of these items one by one to get a better idea of how to tackle them. First is formatting. In MLA, you don't need a cover page. You just have your information on the top left-hand corner before you begin your paper. What you will do is put your name, your professor's name, the name of the course, and the date. Note that in this example, the format for the date is 3 August 2009. So whatever your date, that is the format you should follow. On the top right-hand corner is your last name and the page number. The entire document is with 1-inch margins, double-spaced throughout, with a readable font like Times New Roman 12-point font. The second item we need to talk about is in-text citations. If you are directly quoting something in MLA, you need to use the last name of the author and the page number. There are a couple ways you can do this. If you are using the author's name in your signal phrase, like according to Smith, you only need to put the page number at the end after your quotation. If you do not use the author's name in your signal phrase, you must put both the author's name and the page number in the in-text citation at the end after your quotation. If you get confused about where exactly the in-text citation should go in comparison to the quotation marks, just remember that you only use quotation marks when you are directly taking wording that isn't yours. So in this case, you wrote the citation, so you would not put quotation marks around it. You only put quotation marks around the items that you took from another source. So it always goes quotation mark, citation, period. If you are paraphrasing, it works the same way except for you drop the quotation marks because you are not using the exact language. However, you would still use the last name of the author and the page number. And finally, if you are quoting something that's over 4 lines, in MLA, you use what is called a block quote, which means you indent 1/2 inch for the entire quotation that's over 4 lines. Also, you put the citation outside of the period because oftentimes in a block quote you have multiple sentences, so putting it outside of the period shows us that everything that comes before it in the block quote is quoted and cited material. Finally, we have the works cited page. Now, depending on the type of source you're going to use, that's going to change how you format your works cited page. For example, you cite a website differently than you cite a book, differently than you do an academic article. So using a source like OWL at Purdue is really helpful in getting a template on how you cite your sources. However, there are some commonalities that we can look at in this page. For example, everything is Times New Roman 12-point font, double-spaced. Everything is in alphabetical order, and the last name of the author or the contributor or the organizational author comes first in the works cited entry. And whatever is first in your works cited entry is what should be in your in-text citation. So they should directly correspond to each other. So this was a quick guide to using MLA with formatting, in-text citations, and the works cited page. For more information, I suggest a site like OWL at Purdue that has many resources for you as you are beginning to write in MLA format. Thank you for joining me today, and happy writing.